No, it wasn't recording. It stopped recording.
Okay, now it is, right? Okay, yeah. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so all I was saying is, like, if you need to, like, figure out what you want to do, I know, Liz, you and I have talked a lot about it, the seasons of coaching and stuff like that. Like, it makes sense. Tammy and I talked about it a lot, too. We just had to go through some things in our minds, and I feel like we're ready to rock. We want to get this team ready to rock. We want to, like, help whoever's, like, ready to run. We just want to, like, link arms and just help everyone do that. And a huge piece of it is going to be shifting our mindsets and our efforts and time that we spend from filling challenge groups to recruiting coaches that want to build the business. And that is something that I think we did really well in our sneak peek last week. Like, all the videos hit on working hard. Like, one thing that we talked about at Summit, like a couple of our speakers talked about, is how we've painted this picture over the years of you can work from home, you can work in your jammies, you barely have to work, and you can build a business. And we've kind of painted this picture for people. They come in and they're like, they don't have success, and it's kind of like, well, and I'm totally guilty. It's like we didn't paint the accurate picture. Like, it takes work, and we've all worked hard to get where we are, and it takes time and consistency and getting back up again. And it's just that mindset shift from just doing what's comfortable, which we can all fill challenge groups, you guys. We can all fill challenge groups in our sleep by now. Like, you can get challengers. We need to get business building coaches who are excited and we're not pulling along. So I'm going to leave it there for a minute. Pipe in on what you guys are having thoughts or questions or anything to add, Tammy, that I missed that we talked about too.
Sorry. When my coaches was when my customers were trying to get logged in and she was having trouble. I think, like what Wendy said too, is just like, I think we have to use, like, filling challenge groups as a last resort. For so long, I think we're comfortable with challenge groups because we all came from the challenge group, like, world. Like, that's how we came into the business. So we can fill challenge groups easily. But if we focus those first 2 weeks on recruiting, and then if we're struggling with, like, getting the challenge groups filled or getting our Success Club points and stuff like that, I think then we push challenge groups more. I was thinking about that today, Wendy. I was like, how can we do that? And I really think if we can just, those first 2 weeks of the month, focus on recruiting coaches. And maybe make this hype, like we talked about making, like, we're going to have a coach challenge group. So to be in this group, you need to sign up with us as a coach. And our goal is to make sure you guys badass results that you can share so that you can bring people into the business as well. So you can, like, because what was that I said the other day? We have to use, like, our results as a fuel for these newer coaches. Like, if we can let that excite that they have.
I have it right here. You said feed off the energy of your results.
Yeah, feeding off the energy of our results. Like, we have to, like, really start focusing that around our new coaches, because most of them are coming in usually because they've had some kind of physical transformation of some sort. Yeah. And it might not even be physical. It might be a mental shift. It might be, who knows, maybe it's this community that they felt part of. But they have to feed off those results so that they can bring people into this community. Because that's the best part, you guys. Like, yeah, the transformation is cool. Who doesn't want to feel better that way? But, like, being part of something. Nobody wants to feel alone. And with social media, we can start feeling alone, because we're moms. So we don't really get out as much as we used to. And I feel like this community just keeps us so connected to people that we wouldn't have that opportunity without. And I think the community is something we need to actually April said she finished the videos from our sneak peek, and she said to me, she's like, I'm pretty sure you 4 girls could conquer the world. Like, she said that. She had that fire in us. Like, she wants to be part of it. And I said, well, you're going to come with us and conquer the world as well.
Yeah. Wow. So who all did the sneak peek?
It was Wendy and Carrie.
Carrie Carpino. Liz, we'll add you in there so you can see we've structured it a little differently. And I really liked it. I wanted to talk to you guys about it because we were kind of brainstorming what we wanted to do. And I think we did it in such a simple way, like to not complicate it. We just did 3 videos. Carrie and Tammy went first and gave their stories and how coaching has changed their lives. And like, you know, Carrie came from the aspect of working and building the business. And then Tammy had the aspect of, you know, staying at home, husband travels, she has 3 kids. And then Melissa went and she talked about like what it's done for her life and improved her, like how she's showing up as a stay-at-home mom. And it can just be as a mom too. I mean, everything she said was like working or stay at home. And it was just like beautifully laid out. And then I did the last one and it was like next steps and kind of put it in there like, here's your choices. Like, don't join and keep feeling, you know, watch us kill it, feel good about ourselves, have this community, go on trips, earn an income, or join us and do that too. What, you know, like, what do you have to lose? Like, you're going to get more fit. You're going to meet your best friends. You're going to, you know, and I got that from a template that Jennifer sent me from one of the workshops at Summit. And then my assistant is Bonnie Engel's assistant too. So she let me go in one of her sneak peek groups for a minute and like watch a video. And Bonnie had some awesome language that I tried to incorporate, but make it my own. But just talking about how you're starting a business with like all of Beachbody's resources and tools, you know, from $1 billion company, and you're starting it for $160. You know, we didn't even talk about $40. We're not doing $40 signups. And all you invest is in the products that you're going to use yourself to get results. And we've also, this is something Tammy and I talked about too, and I think you guys can attest to it. I think anybody who's a coach and engaged in coaching, it's like we wouldn't have the results we've had if we weren't coaches. It levels you up. You have like a higher commitment to fitness, to wellness, to like your mindset. And like, I know for me, like if I wasn't a coach, I mean, I'd be up and down. I'd maybe do a group and then I'd get off. And then, you know, it's like, we have to speak about that in our posts more frequently. Like I went from totally like, all I've done is talk about like programs and results. I haven't been weaving coaching in at all. And it's just like, you know, my business started going down and I'm like, got to get my head in the game. But like, I swear to God, it's like people can see the switch right away. Don't you guys think? It's like after that sneak peek, it's like we're freaking in this business. We're going for it. And it was like, I mean, Melissa signed 3 coaches. You actually signed 4 coaches, Melissa.
Yeah, Jen. Yeah.
Yes, the girl's on fire.
She is. So I think it's just that mindset shift of you know, like Tammy said, is like, you know, I have 5 spots for new coaches. We're going to get results, you know, for my group, you know, so it's still a challenge group, but it's new coach challenge group. And that's what I've noticed Janelle does all the time. And that's also like I was asking my assistant Christina, like a year ago about like Bonnie signing challengers and coaches. She's like, she only signs coaches.
Wow.
She's just, and when you think about it, there's no reason why people wouldn't be a coach. So anyhow, those are just kind of like, I think where we can go with our mindset and not being afraid to talk about like, it takes hard work. I mean, if it scares people off to take hard work, do we want them on our teams? Do we want to be like, please, can you, you know, do something? You know, it's like, it's exhausting for all of us. We're like, we want to get to the next level. We all do. So it's like, we need people who have our fire. Like, we're in this business. We're freaking awesome. There's more people like us that want to do this too. Like, we're legitimate, like smart women. We like got our crap together. We're in this. We're not dummies. We're not like pond scum. You know what I mean? It's like, if we chose to be a part of this and we saw what this can do for us and we're doing it, then other women like us will want to do it. So I'm going to shut up now. Mm-hmm. What else? Liz, fill me in on you.
Yeah.
Fill us in on you. Where are you? How are you?
So I mean, I'm good. I've just obviously have not been active for months. And I mean, honestly, like the school year was just so busy that I just kind of got used to like not posting. And so I'm I do my workouts. I have a group, like I'm on day 69 of the 80-day obsession. Like I'm doing the work for myself, but I'm not sharing. And I don't know why. I do all of a sudden, like I feel like I just got used to not posting, and I'm almost like scared again. Like I feel like I'm starting from the very beginning. Like I don't feel like I have everything together, so I don't really feel like I can easily share and just like open up. So that's actually one of my big goals, is that I need to let people in again. Like I need to just open up. Like I just have not been sharing at all, and I just got used to it. But I mean, I love watching you guys. Like I see your energy, I feel your energy, and this is what I miss. This is what I love. I love this energy right now, and I can feel it already. And like it's definitely what attracted me when I first started, the business aspect. And hearing that from the very beginning, I thought, okay, this sounds really good. Like I get to have a business, I get to work on myself, I get to be in this positive community, and I understand that that's what attracts people to the business. So I just need to get over myself and just start posting again, and just sharing, and just opening up, and just I guess highlighting that I am a business owner, that I'm not just posting my workouts, that this is a business that can change me, and it can change my family. But I do feel behind, so I need to figure out how to like catch up, I guess. Like I was even talking to Melissa today about IG stories. Like I am not good at those at all. So I'm starting from the very beginning. Like I almost feel like I need a new coach training right now. So that's
You know what, Liz? I think if you can compare this to your fitness journey too, like if you compare it from when you started the very, very first time until when you started this one after the second baby, wasn't it a little easier to get into it because you already like knew the steps? Your body just kind of went through the motions like of the exercise. It wasn't as draining. I think your coach, when you reignite your coach business, is going to be the same. You've already done this. You've already kicked ass at this. So once you start doing it, it's just going to be there. Like it's not going to take you long to get into it. And I recommend that book, Get Over Your Damn Self.
I need that book. I need that book too.
Okay.
It's a good one. And it just talks just about that. Like all those like lies that we tell ourselves that make us feel like we can't do something. It's just like, you can't.
Yeah.
And I think you'll realize once you start how much easier it is. It's not going to be as hard as when you started however many years ago it was.
Yeah. You have such a good base of knowledge. You understand the business. I felt the same exact way, Liz. I pretty much stopped coaching in October until like a couple weeks ago. I was scared too. I was like, I don't even know what to do anymore. I don't even know. What do you do? Like it became like, just like you said, you got used to not posting. Like I did too. I got used to not posting. I was still always working out, which if I wasn't a coach, I probably would have stopped working out too. So that's something like we can talk about, is like what's kept us going.
Yeah, kept going. Mm-hmm.
It's so understandable though, but just put one foot in front of the other, like just day by day. And all of a sudden, like you get excited about it again.
Well, I think just to add too, because I know we have a lot of mutual friends, I think that you have like such a following that's like curious. They want to know what you're up to. And like, I've had people ask me just like, oh, is Liz still doing it? I'm like, oh yeah, she's still doing it. And they're like, we haven't heard from her. And it's not like it's a big, like, it's just like, they want to know. They're like, oh my gosh, like I loved her posts and stuff. So just knowing that you have like a welcome audience, it's like ready to like embrace you, and they want to hear what you've been up to, and just like use that struggle, even though I know it's hard to like put yourself out there, like use that to like, you're going to get so many people that are going to like join you as they start hearing more. And I don't know, that's exciting. Kind of like a reintroduction to like, I don't know, I'm breaking back out. Here I am. Like, world, watch out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's something you can even talk about in your stories, Liz. I think that's something you can talk about in your stories, how like you just kind of, you weren't available because you just didn't even really know what to put out there. And like you're back because you want to be, you know what Coachy did for you in the past, you know, be honest. People will relate to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that, I mean, a lot of my friends are moms that have multiple kids, and they're curious on how they can figure out how to work this in their life. Like, is it too many hours? And so I was gone, so I obviously didn't put it in my day, but I could start showing how like I can put it in pockets of the day, and just sharing that it's not that many, that I don't have to work that many hours, because that's the thing, I don't want to work that many hours. I don't want it to take over. So I need to set boundaries on, how many hours and when I can work, and, being present with my kids during the day, which I know all of you guys are all working on. And it's something that we're all, struggling with, but you can set boundaries for it. So I'm working on it. So
yeah, step by step. Okay. What else, you guys? Like, what does anybody have like questions or thoughts or like anything that you guys want to talk about?
You know me, I always have like 5 million. So, I mean, I'm going to try to not like, go crazy here. But I do want a couple of things I'm curious about. One is this new, like, this IGTV, am I saying it right? That's like the big thing right now. Like, I've been noticing that's a way to, did you guys see there's been a couple coaches that I know I saw on like the post summit conference, Jen and I went to that, and they talked about like IGTV and how, I mean, like they were committing to like do a different video like every day for 30 days. And like, just to bring value and bring attention, eyes on. I'm like, oh man, they're killing it, because people are not really doing as much with the IGTV right now. So, I mean, but it takes over because it has the banner. It interrupts you to tell you when it's on, kind of like the Facebook Live thing. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe we challenge ourselves to do one of those a week or something, just to kind of get more followers and get people's eyes back on what we're doing, and have like a topic that we talk about individually, That's something I've thought about doing, but I haven't branched out to do it. And I also was going to ask about like the GSR call. I have one coming out this week and one next week, and I'm like, content wise, I was just curious what you guys talk about for that
I haven't done one for a long time. So I'm doing a group one tomorrow, Melissa. And I'll record it and I can send it to you if you don't want to be on live, because it's a lot doing like these each night. It's at 7:30 my time, so 8:30 your time tomorrow. What I started doing, like when I was like in the mode, is I would talk to them about like why they wanted to get into the business. And I'm pretty sure there's like templates in the Coach Online office and stuff. And then I started not holding back. Like I used to hold back. Oh shoot, this will end in 10 minutes. I used to hold back on telling them about Success Club and getting Emerald. And I quit holding back on that, because I was holding back the way that they can be successful. And so I talked to them like the first 2 milestones you want to reach in your business is reaching Emerald and hitting Success Club 5 each month. Like that is how you build a consistent business. That's how they're going to see income. And it's like forever I was like, oh, I don't want to like scare them off. And so those things. And then I know that there's more resources. I don't know if there is in the Team TNT files, but you can check there. But I know in the Coach Online office, but make it your own, talk to them, but don't hold back on what it takes to help them be successful quickly. Because I think that's a mistake I made for like years.
I'm just going to add a little bit to that too. I think it depends too on your relationship with the person. So if it's someone that, like, if Wendy was going to have a GSR with me, like, she knows my life story pretty much. And so she wouldn't really have to, like, to know me. But if you don't really have, like, a good relationship with these people, I think your first call, obviously, set the expectations of what, us, Success Club, and Emerald. But, like, spend the time to get to know them. Ask about their family. Ask about, their hobbies. Like, make it personal, because you want these people to be your besties, right? So you want to, so they're going to feel more comfortable with you if you actually talk to them on a personal basis too. But like I said, it depends on your relationship with the person. Like if it's somebody you've been friends with forever, obviously you don't have to do that. But if it's somebody like you've just connected through social media and you don't know a ton about them, I would just spend a good maybe 5 minutes just to ask them questions about their life, because I really feel like that personal connection is gonna like make it that much closer to you,
do you think I don't need to get into like how they need to do like social networking and how to like help them do their like, oh, coming out post, all that stuff. They're not coming out, that sounds weird, but like a post about it. But, you know, just direct them to the resources. Like, I don't need to kind of like spoon feed and tell them all the different details, like, or, right? Just kind of point them to the resource.
You know, I wouldn't do that in your Getting Started Right call. I would have your Getting Started Right call be the expectations, and then get them into a coach training, new coach training, which Wendy and I are going to start doing that too, every month. And I mean, it would be awesome if you joined in with us too. And then in that new coach training, they're going to learn how to come out. They're going to learn about Instagram stories.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't use your right call as any of that kind of stuff, because you're just getting into their brain might go
too much.
Whoa.
I have a tendency to overwhelm with too much info, because I like all the info and like bring it, but I have to be aware that not everyone operates how I do. So just, overwhelm them. Good. Thank you. That's helpful.
Good question.
So your new coach training that you're wanting to do, are you guys going to do like the going live in a group, or are you doing videos and something you can duplicate, or is that something like every month, or what are you wanting to do with that?
We're actually revamping it right now. I'm just going through Janelle's new coach training. She's updated it, and there was just one that started at the end of June, and I've been copying and pasting it into a template, and I'll give you guys the link. I have it on Google Docs, and it's awesome. She talks about curiosity marketing, IG tips, just like it's really up to date. Mine was out of date big time, like, because it's all about IG right now. So I'll update it. I need to just rearrange, but it'll probably be about 10 days, 2 weeks of 5 days. And I do think something I know I need to do more is like go live in groups and like let them get to know us more. But we can figure all that out. But for this, anyhow, it'll be something you can duplicate. Like, I'll give you guys the link to the template and you can duplicate the same thing.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Welcome.
But I think if for this first one, Liz and Melissa, like, you guys just join in with us, because there's no reason to start it all on your own right now, if we have the resources and stuff. So like, we're going to start when we haven't pinpointed the exact date, like the first part of August.
Yeah.
That makes me feel so much better.
Our plan is to start one.
Yeah.
We could start it August 1st is Wednesday.
Okay, perfect.
I just checked my calendar. So do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that then, August 1st. And they'll be in a Facebook group. And what's awesome is we can schedule the posts and just check in there and stuff. So that'll be good. Okay. Well, we're going to get cut off any minute now. But the last thing I wanted to mention is just, and something we also talked about, is like leveling up. Like, you know how in business or just in life, dress for the part you want. So it's like we're all aspiring to like reach these goals, whether it's diamond, 2-star diamond, 5-star diamond, whatever. We need to start like putting ourselves out there and like thinking like coaches at that level and acting like that, like leveling up. So like our photos, like I hate taking extra time to like go outside and do pictures and stuff. Like I'm so lazy. A lot of times I don't. So I use the app Snapseed to like lighten my pictures. But like Instagram is so huge right now. Like, there's a lot of Instagram trainings and stuff like that are out there. But just like really putting ourselves out there, like we are successful already. It's like we're successful. Join our team. You want to be a part of this. Like we're going somewhere. We may not be no one's where you want to be. You always want to be, but like getting that energy from people and attracting them and like just like leveling that stuff up. You know what I mean? Like my posts, like Liz, I was like barely posting. I was like posting, but I would do like the 2-word posts. And I'm like, okay, I gotta actually spend time. I just got used to not spending time on posts, and I kind of liked it. Yeah. And then I'm like, well. But so anyway, that's what else.
I was working on what to post for coach ideas, you guys. And so that the little misconceptions of coaching little slide that we put in there. Mm-hmm. You guys use those misconceptions and make them a post. I just did one just before we got on here about not wanting to put myself out there and taking selfies and stuff. Like, it's a legitimate fear people have.
Yes.
But if you dress these posts, and they don't even have to, they can just be like a jab. Like, I get it. I did not want to put myself out there either, but people will like see those things. So I would suggest finding a copy of that misconceptions. There's a ton of them. Okay.
It's in
and
our
you can
news.
make a post.
Yeah.
You can make a post about each and every one of those misconceptions.
Great idea. Love it.
Mhm.
Okay, anything else, ladies? We're getting cut off in 2 minutes.
Are you guys using your like pages a lot now, or just IG?
Mostly just IG. I post on my like page, just like whatever I post on IG, I'll post. I'll kind of decide between my personal and like page, but honestly, like pages are kind of dead right now, unless you want to spend money on ads, like a lot of money.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
So it's all IG all the time, baby.
All right.
All right, you guys. Thanks so much for getting on. We'll talk much more in our thread. Like, I'd love to like know all of your goals, like specific goals, and I'd like to share mine with you too. But we'll keep this going. We'll chat more in our feed, and like any questions, anything that comes up, I'll post the link to this recording in there, and let's move forward. Oh, last thing is we're gonna do a team sneak peek every third Thursday. For now, that's the day for now. So that will be team. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, my love.